Hi guys, welcome to my 31-day weight training session. You can easily do this with or at a gym, or if you've got specialized equipment, you can do it at home as well. I'm going to do 4 exercises today, 3 times 12 for each one. I'm going to start off with some barbell chest press. I'm going to then move into some chest flies with some dumbbell. I'm going to do some overhead extensions as well. And we're going to finish off with some incline chest press as well with the barbell. Should only take us about half an hour to complete. We always take about 30 seconds rest between each set, just to ensure we get some good recovery time. Make sure you have plenty of water throughout the session as well. If at any time throughout the session you feel any pain or have any problems with the weight, make sure you adjust it or you modify the way you're doing it. I'm using the barbell today because it gives me additional weight. So I've got 10 kilos each side. The Olympic bar itself is a 20 kilo bar, or 22.2. So yeah, let's get into it, and yeah, hopefully you feel good by the end of it. First, starting off with our chest press with the barbell. Now it's really important when we're using the barbell that we use our ring finger on the smooth sections of the pole. This will ensure correct position and placement of the hands throughout the whole exercise. So the appropriate placement for the barbell when coming down is over the nipple line. And please make sure that you remain steady on the bench and keep your core tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, good work. If you've got a timer, bang that on for 30 seconds. I'm not going to do one today, but for next time around I will. So I really love the barbell chest press. It's quite a good workout. It's really holistic in its approach as well, which is always nice. Recruits tricep, forearm, chest, bit of shoulder as well. So it's really good. If I can recommend any 3 exercises, it's definitely going to be the chest press, the deadlift, and the squat. Those 3 primary exercises really cover all of your necessary needs, which is really good. So you'll see those featured throughout this month, October. If you're feeling ready for it, let's get into the next one. Remember, ring finger on the smooth section of the bar. Remember to push your chest together at the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good work. Have a rest. What you might find beneficial is go along with the pace I'm going at as well. Kind of makes you feel like we're doing it together. Make sure you drink plenty of water. You may see a lot of people who do exercise with chest press with a barbell, Olympic bar, they really hyperextend their back and their shoulders. I won't be doing that through my sessions. I've never found that to be any great value to myself. Look, if you feel confident and comfortable doing it, maybe do a little bit more research into it. And yeah, but you won't see me doing it here. All right, if you're happy and feel comfortable, let's get into our next third and final. Ring finger on the smooth section. Nice work. Just make a quick note. Really importantly, when you're bringing the bar down to touch your chest, you don't want it to let it slam against your chest, or your chest to be the bounce back option for getting it back up. It should really be total engagement the whole time. All right, let's get set for our next exercise. What I like to do as well is turn the plates where they belong. What I'll be doing as well is moving the bar to the top run so that I can adjust this, because the fourth workout, to finish off, is going to be our incline chest press. All right. Look, I think I'll do 10 the incline one as well. I may reconsider that when I've done one rep. May want to drop down to 5, but let's see how we go. All right, going to our chest flyers now. I'm going light today, 5 kilo, just so I can get good engagement. Now, really importantly, as I bring the dumbbells back up to the top, really try to squeeze our elbows in together to try to get a good, nice squeeze in our chest. Don't hyperextend out your arms too far when you go through the fly. Really kind of keep it controlled, keep a slight bend in your elbow, keep a nice, firm and strong grip of the dumbbell as you go back as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you may note I just did a bit of an error there when I got back up. So really importantly, when we are returning to a seated position whilst using and holding dumbbells, we want to lift our knees up so the dumbbells rest on our knees as we're in the top position, and come forward with our body remaining square through the whole process. I'll demonstrate that now going back. So dumbbells resting on your knees, lean back all together, dumbbells remain at the top. Let's go off to the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, knees up, dumbbells on your knees, sit up together. Nice work. That's how we really should return the dumbbells to a safe position. Again, so we don't hit our bicep, Don't hurt our chest in any manner either. If you find the weight you're using to start off with is a bit light, a bit easy, you can certainly move up. Look, I find the 5 kilos probably a bit light at the moment for myself. I certainly could increase, but I would find that during the beginning phase of this program, going too high kind of means I've got nowhere to move to in the future as well when it comes to my lifting ability. So start off lighter, get good technique, good form through that process of it all. And then as I progress with my technique and my form and my strength, I can certainly increase to the heavier weights and still maintain that quality contraction and muscle movement throughout the whole exercise itself. Let's get into our third and final chest fly now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Knees up, sitting up as one whole unit. Excellent work. Grab some water. Now we do have our dumbbell overhead extension next. Look, and if you're familiar with the dumbbell overhead extension, I'll be going with a lighter weight today because I want to get that good contraction, as I mentioned with the flies as well. But it's certainly one of those exercises you can do with much heavier weights. So I'll be going with a 10 kilo today. Now, really importantly, when first starting off, and if it's your first time doing it, always hold your hand in a diamond shape so that when you put your hands through the dumbbell in this manner, it won't fall through and hit you in the face. And that's one of the key crucial things here as well when getting to weight training. If you've got a partner or a buddy who can help you press through the heavier weights, it's really important that they focus on holding and supporting your wrist and not your elbow. If you can't push through a set at the very beginning, let's say the first 1 to 5 reps, and you're struggling and you need support through those, you're probably working with a weight that's not suitable for yourself. So I'd certainly try to cut that down to a lesser weight. And look, if you get support, 9 to 12 reps, it's great. You get into your plateau, you're getting to that strengthening phase of the workout. So that's good as well. And that's when you can really call on that assistance. But really early on, I suppose if you're doing the hypertrophy training, then you shouldn't be getting assistance in the first 1 to 5, like I said. So yeah, all right. So let's get into this next one. So holding our hands in a diamond format. Excellent work. So you might not have seen my range of motion when I was going back there. So let me explain. So I start with it in front of my chest and I fully extend to the top half. Now, this really is a good upper chest and also lateral muscle engagement. So when you get too far beyond, you may end up losing the weight, or you may not be able to pull it back up safely. So when you're laying down, the weight should really, or your hands in their placement, should just really be in line with your head. Just be cautious when you are pulling the weight over the top of your face, that you don't hit yourself in the head, first of all. But if you need, and if you find yourself in a bit of distress and unable to bring the weight back over the top of you, just simply drop it behind your head. You certainly don't want to cause any other injuries along the way, so it's really important to focus on that as well. Let's get into our second line now. I always flip it and hold it against my chest. Look, when you get to the heavier weights, you might not necessarily be able to do that, but the lighter weights, you certainly be able to. So. Right, nice work. One of the things I have found over the years of doing this is that I always notice that one hand or one arm is probably more engaged than the other. And when I say that, I mean in that maybe one arm carries the weight more and pushes through while the other one kind of guides, which, you know, could be said for most situations. What you can do to help that situation is break the dumbbells up. So let's say, for example, I've got 10 kilos here and I want to try to get good engagement from both arms through the exercise. Grab two simple 5 kilos. Hold them next to each other in the same format. Overhead, bring it back to the top. Get good engagement from both arms. One's not compensating the other. Something I found quite a lot over the years is that one arm or one part of my body will compensate the other, whether it be a leg, whether it be a chest or bicep, for example, or even the shoulder. One muscle engagement will happen more. And that's when you really need to do more isolated workouts, like dumbbells, for example. Olympic bar, not a great isolated workout. It certainly would allow you to compensate for the actual movement. So let's get into our third and final overhead extension now. All right, nice work. Make sure you grab some water. All right, I've got a bench here. It's multi-height, so it's really good to be able to do this incline barbell bench press. So you want to aim for about 45 degrees. Now some benches as well have the option to tilt up the seat. They're really good as well, kind of helps you in staying in that one position. It also doesn't impact your lower back as well. I'm not going to be modifying that today because I'm not really using that much heavy weight. So bring it in nice and close. Now when you are starting off, you're really starting off in a rear grip position. And when I say that, if you start too far forward, the bar will be more like a shoulder press. So again, quite simply, you're really keeping your fingers on the smooth sections of the bar and modify your position of the seat to help you adjust to where you need to go. So I find If my arms sit kind of neutral, they hang neutrally, I know I'm in the right position to start. So pushing up and off, and it should hang right in front of you. And again, now you're bringing it to the top of your chest. So pressing up, really controlling the weight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Excellent work. Now, where a spotter might be handy as well is returning the bar to its safe position. In this situation, the bar's a little bit further behind me. 2 options. First option is move the seat back further so it's closer to where I need to be seated. And second option is have that spotter who can pull the weight back for you and place it on top of the actual holders. Today I'll just move my seat back a little bit more. So everything we're doing today is just chest, really. There is some engagement of tricep and shoulder as well, but it shouldn't be the primary part of this exercise. It should really remain to be the chest the whole time. If you find more engagement in your tricep or your shoulders, for example, could be based on the position of your bar path or your dumbbell path, positioning of the chair as well, with the right height or not. Obviously flat is not a problem, but when you're in incline, you may find that you get more shoulder engagement. It really should be more of a targeted upper chest exercise. And that could really just be positioning of your elbows, whether it be too far out or too close in. It really is dependent on. Play with positioning of your arms as you press through the exercise to see what kind of works for yourself. I kind of vary it as I'm doing along the way. Let's get into our second one. Ring finger on the smooth section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Good work. And then one more to go. Throughout the 31 days, we'll probably do this exercise 4 or 5 times, this exact same format. So when you're doing it multiple times, you should really be able to gradually increase the weight. I certainly won't be trying to overcompensate or trying to prove myself in this situation. For me, this is about my own growth as well, and sharing some knowledge with you, and hopefully you can join along as well as we're going through it. And motivate yourself if you're lacking motivation right now. Yeah. This for me is like I said, it's a personal thing, but I've certainly lacked motivation. 7 years now. So we're almost finished. We've only got one more rep to go. Should only take us another couple of minutes, so let's get into it. Ring fingers on the smooth section, press up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome work. thanks for joining me today. This is day 1 of our weight training program. It is just made up on the fly, so if you've got any involvement or anything you'd like to see along the way, please let me know in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe as always, and we'll see you all tomorrow for day 2. Bye.